Did you know that two of the Middle East's most powerful and controversial nations, Iran and Israel, have been locked in a silent shadow war for decades? From cyber attacks and assassinations to missile strikes and threats of nuclear retaliation, tensions are rising. But what if this shadow war became a full-scale conflict? Let's take a deeper look. Iran and Israel have no formal diplomatic relations. Since the Islamic Revolution of 1979, Iran's leadership has consistently opposed Israel's existence, often calling for its destruction. Israel, in turn, views Iran as its most dangerous enemy, primarily due to Iran's support for groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, as well as its ongoing nuclear ambitions. While both countries have not engaged in direct warfare, their battlefields extend across Syria, Iraq, and even cyberspace. Israel has allegedly conducted over 1,000 airstrikes against Iranian targets in Syria, while Iran has retaliated with drone attacks and proxy warfare. Now, let's delve into the military strength comparison between these two regional powers. Israel is widely regarded as a technological powerhouse. It boasts one of the world's most advanced air forces, equipped with state-of-the-art F-35 stealth jets and long-range missiles. The country's air defense systems, including the renowned Iron Dome and David Sling. Moreover, Israel is believed to possess nuclear weapons, although it has never officially confirmed this capability. On the other hand, Iran's military strength lies in its sheer numbers. The country commands hundreds of thousands of troops, possesses powerful missile systems, and maintains a vast network of proxies throughout the region, most notably Hezbollah in Lebanon. When it comes to a potential full-scale war between Iran and Israel, the military advantage clearly favors Israel. The Israeli Defense Forces have consistently demonstrated their technological superiority and combat readiness. Their advanced air power, spearheaded by the F-35 Lightning II fighter jets, gives them a significant edge in aerial combat and precision strikes. Israel's missile defense systems, such as the Iron Dome, have proven highly effective in intercepting incoming rockets and missiles. This defensive capability would be crucial in protecting Israeli cities and military installations from Iranian missile attacks. Furthermore, Israel's alleged nuclear arsenal serves as a powerful deterrent, potentially preventing the conflict from escalating to catastrophic levels. The Israeli military's experience in modern warfare, gained through various conflicts and operations over the years, adds to their tactical advantage. Their special forces units are renowned for their expertise in covert operations and counter-terrorism. However, Iran's military strategy relies heavily on its regional proxies and asymmetric warfare capabilities. While Iran may not match Israel's technological prowess, it compensates with a vast network of allied groups and militias across the Middle East. Hezbollah in Lebanon, various Shia militias in Iraq, and even elements within Syria could potentially open multiple fronts against Israel in a full-scale war. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps and its elite force have extensive experience in unconventional warfare and could pose significant challenges to Israeli forces. The IRGC's ability to conduct guerrilla-style operations and coordinate with proxy forces could potentially drag out the conflict and increase its complexity. Moreover, Iran's ballistic missile program, while not as advanced as Israel's, still poses a considerable threat. The sheer volume of missiles that Iran could potentially launch might overwhelm even the most sophisticated missile defense systems, causing significant damage to Israeli infrastructure and civilian areas. Iran's strategy of forward defense, projecting power beyond its borders through proxies, allows it to maintain plausible deniability while still inflicting damage on its adversaries. This approach has been evident in Iran's involvement in conflicts across the region, from Yemen to Syria. Despite these factors, it is crucial to understand that a full-scale war between Iran and Israel would be devastating for both nations and the entire region. While Israel might have the upper hand in a short-term, direct military confrontation, the long-term consequences of such a conflict would be catastrophic for all parties involved. The immediate impact would be felt in terms of human lives lost. Both Israeli and Iranian civilians would be at risk from missile attacks, airstrikes, and potential ground invasions. The destruction of critical infrastructure in both countries could lead to humanitarian crises, with shortages of food, water, and medical supplies. Economically, the war would be ruinous. Israel's high-tech economy, which relies heavily on foreign investment and a stable business environment, would suffer greatly. The country's tourism industry, a significant contributor to its GDP, would collapse. Similarly, Iran's already sanctioned economy would face further devastation, potentially leading to widespread poverty and social unrest. The environmental impact of such a war would be severe and long-lasting. Damage to oil facilities, nuclear sites, and industrial complexes could lead to widespread pollution and health hazards that would persist long after the conflict ends. Regionally, a full-scale Iran-Israel war would likely draw in other countries and non-state actors. The involvement of the United States, Russia, and various Arab states could potentially escalate the conflict into a wider regional or even global confrontation. The power vacuum created by the war could lead to the rise of extremist groups, further destabilizing the Middle East. The global implications would be equally severe. Oil prices would likely skyrocket due to the conflict's impact on major oil-producing regions, potentially triggering a global economic crisis. The refugee crisis that would inevitably follow would put immense pressure on neighboring countries and even Europe. In the realm of international diplomacy, such a war would likely lead to a realignment of global alliances and a shift in the balance of power in the Middle East. The aftermath could see increased influence of other regional powers or global superpowers in the region. Given these dire consequences, it becomes clear that in a full-scale war between Iran and Israel, there can be no real winner. The only path to true victory lies in de-escalation, diplomacy, and peaceful resolution of conflicts. Both nations possess formidable military capabilities, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Israel's technological superiority and advanced military hardware give it a clear advantage in conventional warfare. However, Iran's vast network of proxies and its ability to wage asymmetric warfare present significant challenges that cannot be easily overcome by military might alone. In conclusion, while speculation about the outcome of a potential Iran-Israel war may be intriguing, the reality is that such a conflict would result in immense suffering and negative consequences for both nations and the entire world. The true measure of strength and wisdom lies not in the ability to wage war, but in the capacity to maintain peace and stability through dialogue and mutual understanding. As tensions continue to simmer between these two regional powers, it is crucial for the international community to support diplomatic efforts and encourage both sides to find common ground. Only through peaceful means can the long-standing issues between Iran and Israel be resolved, ensuring a more stable and prosperous future for the entire Middle East region. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe by hitting the bell icon. Thank you.